I'm currently, besides the awning, struggling with my car. You can see if I bump up the ISO, I have the brake caliper here in pieces. I am repairing the brakes now, you know, replacing everything that's corroded, like the pistons, brake pads, you know, the usual stuff, because it apparently has a lot of stuff that made it fail the technical inspection. And we live in a country where they tend to insist on some problems, even if they're not that important. I'm not talking about brakes, because obviously brakes save your life, but you know, stuff like a millimeter of rust on what basically is, what you doing, pal? I caught you. The image is great. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. Yep. Crazy cat. Crazy, stupid cat. Yeah, so like they... I'm gonna get a ISO back. They, you know, they say things about like just a millimeter of rust or on non-essential body panels, like there, it's just, you know, giving the car shape, nothing that is, you know, the structural frame of the car. You know, if that was rusted, I would understand. Like they even said that, oh, you have a phone charging cable in your dash, you know, and that is not factory default, so they all expect you to give a lot of extra money to pass you. So you know what, I just figured instead of just giving away money for free, I'm gonna keep that money and use it to buy parts to repair my car, and then bring it in pristine condition and see where I get from there. Go away, you're not allowed to play with that. Go, 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 go. And about a month ago, actually, around New Year's, an idiot crashed into me. We were both driving on parallel lanes on a one-way road, and he just decided, he was a bit in front of me, like you know, his rear bumper and like a couple of feet in front of me, and he just decided to suddenly steer left on the left exit, and he just you know, totally blocked my way, and that was it. Not much of actual damage to the car, but I swear to God, I tend to have these kind of damages. He slashed the tire, so one of my tires is gone. And given the fact that his rear fender kind of went over my bumper, it kind of sat on the bumper a bit and totally smashed my windshield reservoir here. I mean, totally smashed it. This thing is cracked like hell. And that's what I want to do. I want to try and fix it now with a method I've used before. Let me see this. Oh, I thought this isn't getting hot enough. I used before on plastic bowls I have in my kitchen. You know, and I think it will work. It's been years since I've done that to my bowls, and they still don't leak. And you have to bear in mind that those are extremely abused plastic tools. Like, they are constantly moved, constantly being bent with weight in them, like water and food, and being moved from one, from one place to the other and being washed, and all sorts of temperatures and things and stuff put inside them. This one is just sits bolted to the car, so there's not much mechanical stress on it, other than idiots crashing into you. Well, I was the second idiot because I didn't have insurance at the time, so we kind of had to let things as they were, given that he didn't have much damage. He had like a couple of inches, really small scratch, and yeah, because he basically ran over my front bumper, taking everything along with it. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I swear to God, sometimes I'm an idiot. Why don't I use the tripod? I bought a tripod and it's sitting in a corner for the last 3 years, I think. Let's see. There you go. And that's a little bit nicer, isn't it? Somewhere in here. Yes, I have that overhead thing, but it's a little bit more difficult to... So what I'm gonna do, I first brought all the cracks in line, because it was kind of bent, especially this part here where the other car just basically pushed it in. But this plastic is quite flexible. So what I want to do is I want to try and glue some dots in essential places, basically just keeping this container, what is it called? Like, is it a reservoir? Is it a tank? Is it I don't know, a bottle? So basically just kind of giving back its shape. And then after you go in the middle, you can also, come back with the plastic and push it back into the groove you just melted, kind of like forcing it back in there. Just waiting for this thing to solidify. Doesn't take long because the heat kind of goes all around the whole mass of plastic. So that's a point. Then this is gonna be the next point. And obviously following this, there's gonna be a leak test. Probably gonna fill it with water in the bathtub. Okay, then this part right here is very, it's like a, wow. This thing is really smashed, it's like in a million bits. Kind of like this part right here. You see that you can come back with the plastic and force it back into the crack. Just kind of redoing its shape now. Now I and that's enough. And now I just have to start going along the lines.